Hey, y'all, before we dive in, drop a comment below where are you watching from, maybe your city or country. And if you can't stand entitled folks who think they own the world, hit that like button and subscribe. Oh, and check out my second channel for more juicy drama stories, links in the description. Now, let me tell you about the day a group of rich kids in a fancy suburb learned the hard way that assumptions can cost you more than you ever imagined, and how their whole world came crashing down like a house of cards in a windstorm. My name's Ethan Carter, and I've been an FBI agent for over a decade, working cases that'd make your skin crawl: drug rings, trafficking networks, you name it. But nothing, and I mean nothing, hit me like what went down in the quiet, tree-lined streets of Willow Creek, a ritzy little suburb outside Atlanta. It was a Saturday, and I was off duty, just trying to grab some groceries at this overpriced market where the apples cost more than my lunch. I'd been grinding on a rough case for months, dealing with some real bad guys, and all I wanted was to pick up some steaks for a barbecue and maybe catch the Braves game later. Simple, right? I'm in a faded t-shirt, jeans, pushing my cart through the parking lot, minding my own business, when I hear this loud, obnoxious voice calling out, "Yo, hey you." I turn around, and there's this kid, maybe 19, blonde hair, wearing a polo that probably cost more than my rent. He's got this smirk, like he's God's gift to the world, and behind him are three other kids, all decked out like they just walked off a yacht. The leader, let's call him Bryce, points right at me. "Yeah, you come here a sec." Now, I've seen trouble enough to know it when it's strutting toward me, and these kids? They reeked of its suburban entitlement, so thick you could cut it with a knife. But I was curious, so I kept my cool and said, "Can I help you?" Bryce saunters over, his little crew trailing like they're in some bad teen movie, and he looks me up and down like I'm dirt on his Nikes. "Yeah, you can help us," he says, "and my boys are hungry, and we figured you could grab us some food from the burger joint over there." I blink, thinking I misheard. Did this kid just order me to buy him lunch? "Excuse me," I say, keeping my voice flat. He laughs, loud and mean. "You heard me. Burgers, fries, maybe a couple of Cokes. Nothing fancy for you, anyway." His friends snicker, like they're in on the world's best joke. That's when it hits Metas isn't just dumb kid stuff. There's something uglier here. The way they're eyeing me, the way Bryce's smirk twists, I feel my gut tighten. "Why would I buy you food?" I ask, genuinely wanting to see how far this goes. Bryce's grin gets wider. "Come on, man, don't play dumb. Guys like you, you're always trying to prove you're not, trouble. Buying some nice kids lunch? That's good PR for you." And there it is, the mask off, straight up racism, wrapped in a country club smile. I feel that burn in my chest, the kind you get when someone sees your skin before they see you. But I'm trained for this. I don't react, I strategize. "Guys like me." I repeat, slow and steady. "What does that mean?" Bryce doubles down. Man, don't make it weird. Just grab the food, call it your good deed for the day." His crew's laughing now, high-fiving like they've won something. Then, I hear heels clicking on the pavement, and this woman, think Real Housewives, blonde hair, designer yoga gear, dripping in jewelry, comes storming over. "Bryce, honey, what's going on?" It's gotta be his mom, Karen, in the flesh. Bryce lights up. "Mom, perfect timing. I'm just explaining to this guy how he can help us out with lunch, give back to the community." Karen, let's call her Linda, sizes me up, and I can see her brain filing me away in some box labeled "problem." She smiles, fake as a $3 bill. "Oh, that's so sweet, Bryce. It's nice to see someone willing to do their part around here." Their part? I'm standing there, a federal agent, and these people are talking to me like I'm on parole. I keep my cool, extend a hand. "Mrs. Thompson, I'm guessing?" Linda barely shakes it, like she's afraid she'll catch something. "It's Mrs. Thompson, yes," she says. "And you're someone who's interested in community service, I presume?" Bryce jumps in. "See, Mom, he gets it. He knows what's expected." I nod, playing along. "Expected, huh? What gave you the idea I need to prove anything?" Linda waves a hand. "Oh, honey, it's obvious. This is Willow Creek exclusive, safe, family-oriented. When someone stands out, we assume they're here to make amends, for past mistakes." Past mistakes. The words hang there, and I'm done playing. Bryce's crew starts circling, getting bolder. One of them, let's call him Dylan, pipes up. "Look, man, just buy the food, and we're good. Nobody wants trouble." Trouble? They're the ones starting it. Bryce steps closer, reeking of cologne and arrogance. This is our turf, and when people like you show up without respect, it's a problem. Linda's beaming, like her kid giving a TED Talk. That's when I decide it's time to flip the script. I reach into my pocket, and Bryce's eyes light up, thinking I'm grabbing my wallet. You know, I say, you've made some compelling points. But instead of cash, I pull out my badge. Oh, wait. I say, like I'm confused. This isn't my wallet. I flip it open, gold shield glinting in the sun. Agent Ethan Carter, FBI. And this has been educational. The look on Bryce's face, pure panic, like he just saw his trust fund vanish. His friends stumble back, and Linda's jaw drops so fast I'm worried it'll hit the pavement. You're FBI? Bryce stammers. Special Agent Carter. I correct, and I gotta say your approach to community service is one for the books. Linda, instead of backing down, goes full Karen. I don't care what badge you have. This is our community, and we have every right to question suspicious people. Suspicious? I'm buying groceries. But before I can respond, Bryce loses it. This is bullshit. You can't do this to us. My dad's a lawyer. And then, because he's got no sense, he lunges at me. Now, I've dealt with cartel enforcers, so a kid like Bryce? He's a mosquito. I sidestep, grab his wrist, and pin him in 3 seconds flat. Linda shrieks, Bryce, like I've just committed a war crime. Dylan makes a move, thinking he's slick, but a quick leg sweep sends him sprawling. Anyone else? I ask, and the other two freeze, hands up. Sirens wail in the distance. Linda's already called 911, screaming about a man attacking kids. When the cops roll up, Officer Jenkins takes one look, black guy holding a white kid, another on the ground, and I can see him making assumptions. Sir, let him go and step back, he says, hand on his gun. Agent Carter, FBI, I say, flashing my badge again. These kids just assaulted a federal officer. Jenkins checks my credentials, and his whole vibe shifts. Linda's still ranting. He's lying. Arrest him, but Jenkins isn't buying it. Backup arrives, and the kids are cuffed, Bryce still yelling about his dad's law firm. Fast forward 3 months, and I'm in a federal courtroom watching Bryce and his crew learn what consequences look like. The security footage from the market? Crystal clear, every word, every smirk, every racist jab. Bryce gets 18 months in federal prison, Dylan 12, and the other 2 get probation for spilling the beans. The Thompson family's world starts crumbling. Bryce's college admission. Gone. Linda's charity boards? They don't want her anymore. And Mr. Thompson, big shot lawyer Rick? His firm suggests early retirement. But here's where it gets wild. Bryce doesn't learn a thing. In prison, he's writing these unhinged rants, planning revenge, even coordinating with his parents from his cell. Rick and Linda? They're not just licking their wounds, they're rebuilding a network, a full-on suburban mafia, hooking up with shady types like Vinny Russo, a mob guy who knows how to make problems disappear. They're not just mad theory plotting to take me down, maybe even take me out. I get a call from Agent Sarah Kim, Civil Rights Division, and she lays it out. The Thompsons are running a conspiracy, targeting feds, with me at the top of their hit list. They've got my address, my routines, even info on my sister in Chicago. Rick's meeting criminals. Linda's recruiting other rich families who feel wronged by the feds. It's not just personnel, it's domestic terrorism. We set up a sting, with Sarah posing as a crooked judge. Rick spills everything, bragging about how they'll make me disappear to send a message. Every word's recorded. At 6 a.m., we hit 12 locations across 3 states. Rick's arrested in his pajamas, Linda's cuffed mid-yoga class, and Bryce? He's pulled from his cell, facing life for conspiracy to murder. The trial's a circus 6 months of damning evidence, from Rick's recorded threats to Bryce's prison calls. They're all guilty. Bryce and Rick get life, no parole. Linda gets 25 years. Their empire gone. Willow Creek's property values tank. Their country club boots them, and their names synonymous with shame. Standing outside the courthouse, I think about how it all started. One kid's racist stunt in a parking lot spiraled into this. Bryce thought he was untouchable, that his family's money made him above the law. He was wrong. Actions have consequences, and sometimes they're permanent. But here's the thing, part of me wonders if Bryce, sitting in his cell, still thinks he's the victim. That's the scary part, isn't it? When people cling to their privilege, even when it's destroyed them. So what do y'all think? Was justice served, or did this go too far? Drop a comment, tell me about a time you saw entitlement backfire, or if you think the system got this one right. Hit that subscribe button, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and let's keep the conversation going. Stay real, y'all.